it's 23 frames. That thing is fast AF. It feels so fast. I want to kind of talk about my experience, like break down my sets a little bit on kind of like some of them leading up to getting Tekken God Omega, and kind of like how long and drawn out the process was. It really pushes your stamina, and I think that people need to keep that in mind when they're playing it. It's like playing long sets. I'm just gonna review a little bit, kind of just like what I was thinking. I don't really play this matchup often, but the way I like to kind of play it is, I'm like, okay, if I don't give her any counter hits, like, see, like Magic 4, I kind of just felt like, you know, maybe she's gonna come in, or like, I kind of use that as a bait, because Katerina just feels like she's one of those characters where she just pokes a lot, and, you know, she does it to pretty much get you to do something. So, you know, 24 seconds, I'm still chilling, got the down forward for it. That low is like new, and it's so quick. I'm trying to use mid pokes to really deal with it. I tried to do a power crush right there. This whole time, I keep on trying to like use mid pokes to stop Katerina from getting started, because honestly, I'm not a fan of like just, you know, dealing with all that and not having any answers. And obviously Elisa has answers. I like her mids a lot. I mean, you see that I used her for a couple times, and I'm like, I'm just, you know, I'm trying to interrupt her, trying to stop her from dashing in after doing the kicks. That low was one of the most annoying things in this matchup. I was like, so how fast do I have to be? And then I got turned around. I'm like, okay, I go for a down forward 2. I didn't know the down forward 2 was gonna connect, but like the whole time I'm thinking, Katerina, I know she slept on. I broke it. I was trying to be as aware as I could. Like, see how fast that is? I almost had no time also to do back 1. But the whole time I'm like, okay, I can probably stand to take a couple lows. That's fine. I was not really blocking that much. That 1-3, 1-4, whatever that was. I was not blocking that much. I'm like, it's one of the weirdest moves to me. You know, I start to use some of my new tools. Genghis didn't get the punish because, you know, chainsaw forward 1+2 is deceiving. I noticed a couple times that he would do that poke. He would do that poke, and then he would do something like a duck, and then do like a safe, like a, well, you know, because the string is safe, and then go for like a launcher, which was kind of interesting. I will say though, I was getting away with hitting forward 2-1 a lot as Elisa. You know, I'm still trying to space. It's 23 frames. That thing is fast AF. It feels so fast. You know, I'm still trying to use my pokes and stuff. I try and wait. I'm trying to use keep out. Got the down forward 2. I think I should have just gone for the mid, because it was working the first game, but like, you know, I'm getting poked down here. I'm like, okay, let me just try and wait. Maybe you can bait something. I tried the 4. I think I tried the 4 like twice. I'm trying to bait again with the 4. You know, down forward 2 kind of nice sometimes. Got the poke. I got the 1-2. Okay, I think this is where I hit it again. I hit the unblockable again. You can react to it because you can hear it and you can step it, but I have to say, people aren't just like, you know, reacting to it like that, depending on the type of player you are. I was trying to use Elisa's jabs more in this game, which it was working. I got the break, but there's definitely like a couple times where I would have rather stepped instead of trying to like play the space game with the character. Katerina's kind of she's pretty quick to me. You know, got my down forward 2. I don't know, these matches I felt like I could at least try a down forward 2. The low again. That low was just so nutty to me. I think I used my rage drive a little too quick, and then he got the sidestep. I think if I would have just done the rage drive and then just gone for all standing 1+2, that could have been nice. Oh, I got the step right there. I should have done 1-2, hold 2, but you know, try to create some, you know, some sort of opportunity right there. There's so many times that I got, you know, I caught, just, you know, him coming in with just planting down forward 2. I don't know how much I want to incorporate that into my game from now on, but, and I think longer sets like this, I could get away with it, because you kind of find out if someone's pressing somewhere or trying to dash in or not. I think down forward 2's range is kind of odd, but it was alright. I do like the way that he was poking here, so it kind of just, like the way I had to play it, because he was poking so much with Katerina, I kind of had to step a lot more. Sometimes I felt like I couldn't really, I should have ducked that, which I do end up ducking later, but, okay, that was the weirdest trippy, like, triple duck that I don't know how, I don't know, it was weird. So, you notice yet again, I'm trying to plant the down forward too, because I feel like I'm getting a feel for how, like, he's moving. I don't know how I got that. That was a really good whip punish. 5 seconds, 4 but I used the back one to clutch it out. Because, you know, I feel like I've used back one so much to kind of like space myself with people, especially in these sets. I use back one a lot. Katerina, I feel she can be very overwhelming, and you need to have it answer something quick, a mid, you know. And so while I'm trying to like figure out how Genghis likes to play, which is very poke heavy, you know, trying to open you up, rely on the fact that you might not step. At the same time, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, so, you know, I need to make sure I'm stepping cat and ducking these strings. I hella pressed right there. I was trying to do a power crush, but I just, that was not, this is not no 6 frame power crush no more. I think honestly, like, just playing slow in certain areas, which has kind of given me more of a read. I tried to go for a back 4-4 punish, but not enough time. I don't know. I don't think that power crush was worth it. I should have waited. I tried to get more of the chainsaws out. I feel like once I pulled them out a bit more, like, or when I pulled them out a bit more, it helps a lot with dealing with certain things. Because you can, you know, for all the things that your opponent is doing, you kind of have an answer. You kind of throw them off, which is the whole point. I feel like I backed myself into the wall right here, but I still feel like I had some sort of a, like, somewhat of a read on some of Genghis's options. I guess I pressed right there. Couldn't really tell. You know, the fact that I was even able to get down back 1-1 was kind of insane. I try and use that, and I try and bait it. You know, I bait with like jabs, and I'll try and like do a down back 1-1 here or there at the wall. That could have been a stronger punish, but I think because sometimes people play too fast, you kind of miss that kind of stuff. It naturally happens. I'm still using that good old mid. I was trying to get a back 4-4 punish. So then I just kind of go for something smaller at that point. I think I could have punished that a lot harder. But I still use the chainsaws to at least clutch it out. I'm getting poked pretty bad. And then I try it and start to slow it down a little bit. Got the down 4-1-4. Oh, but that power crush is a nice call. That game, I felt like there was a couple instances where I totally overextended. But because it was a longer set, I will say, like, I definitely was able to think about what to adjust to from game to game, because I had a few points to play with. But the thing is, as you can see from like the bar, what happens is like there's 3 hexagons, and I feel like, from what I'm told, you lose those 3, you lose 3 times, you lose 5,000 points. Yeah, there's a couple times that he tried to bait with that because it's safe, just to see if somebody would press right there. He was definitely starting to play keep out, you know, kind of doing moves to see how I would react, and then, you know, going for like a counter hit, like, you know, launcher or something. Yeah, it's like, you know, you're definitely playing for something on the line with five, you know, thinking about the 5,000 that you could lose, and thinking about losing 3 times just to, like, you know, lose more points. So it really forces you to kind of like adapt and look at everything. That was a really good step. Let's see how I adjust to the next round. I kind of start waiting. You know, I play a little slower just so I can slow down the pace at which Genghis is playing. It's because it's super fast. I thought I played fast, or like I thought I'd seen fast gameplay, but like Katerina, I feel like it's like just a whole other level of fast. So then, oh, that was a good whip punish attempt, but I was a little bit outside of the range, so that was good. Man, that is gonna be a weird low to adjust to. Trying to use my mids again. More mid check. Was a little late on that, but 4 is so fast anyway. I get the step. I should have done a stronger punish, but that's okay. He was not really ducking that fly 1+2 at all. He's trying to pressure me. He was still trying to pressure me there, but because of Elise's movement, I tried to take advantage of it and sidestep. Honestly, I just kept on sidestepping, right? Because most of the stuff seemed linear. Okay. This should take me to the wall. I don't think it was worth that, but I was trying to experiment with the new move. Did not duck that right there. But I did use my power crush to protect me. I'm never gonna stop using it, you know, but I just have to be a little smarter where I place it now, for real. That's how it feels. I tried to get a little bit, I tried to get a lot more aggressive right there, and it actually saved me. Because I definitely felt like, at some point, you don't want to let Katerina live with rage, so killing her quickly sometimes is my go-to because of the way the character functions. Once she's in rage, like, of course doing it safely, but like still, like, when you can kill her, you have to, because I feel like she has good comeback factor. Sidestepping right really saved me most of these games. I did only just review, like, you know, 3 like rounds, but like it definitely like protected me a lot. Sidestep right, punishing those crouching lows. Probably could have punished them a little bit harder. I started to duck like it's like a 4-4-2-3 or 4-4-2-4, like it's like a mid to like a high, but I started to duck it more later. The low I started to block more a lot later, but like that jumping low, her new one. So like those were like definitely things I had to think about, and like anytime I had an opening to kill her and end it, I felt like I had to, especially with the way that you have to play her at times. That's the way I kind of feel about the character, and I feel like Katerina can either eat you up alive, or like you can kind of slow it down. But every time you make a sidestep read, it's almost like you have to capitalize on killing her. But I also feel like in longer sets, you know, if somebody just plays fast most of the time, I think you can find a lot of openings to download and make reads.